Hey guys, PJ here. Welcome to the first video on my new channel. We're gonna open up a box I got today. Pretty psyched about it. No fancy intros with loud nubstep music and all that bullshit. Not gonna get that on this channel, sorry. So we're just gonna open this thing. How's that? Alright, alright. My first crawler ever. I'm pretty psyched. Got it from Element. Came with a free t-shirt. Dig that. So check it out. This is the new Element Enduro. If you never heard of these guys, they're basically a daughter company, I guess, of Team Associated. If you've been in RC ever, you know who those guys are. This is supposed to be a really great truck. We'll find out, I guess. Just lost my razor already. And if you haven't seen this truck yet, you got to be kind of careful when you open the box, and there's a reason for that. If you've been keeping tabs on the crawler scene, you pretty much know why already, but if you haven't seen this thing yet, it's got a pretty cool feature in the box. If I can figure out how to open the goddamn thing without ruining it. Oh, we got another sticker over here. Put that aside, I'll show you that in a second. So here we go. The new Element Enduro by Team Associated. Well, I guess Element, but same thing. Get a manual, bunch of stickers. Truck looks sweet. Assuming the radio's underneath somewhere, yep. Got some extra parts, extra gears, extra battery tray. This is if you want to use a full-size battery as opposed to the shorty pack that comes installed. The XP130 radio. This is pretty similar to all their associated ones. I've got the little XP120 that came with my 14 scale reflex. You'll see more of that on the channel. It's a nice radio. A lot of features. Good feel on the wheel. It's got some foam aroma on there. Let's take a look at this thing. How are we in here? Like we're taped and zip tied. This is where I slice my tires open. Very professional with this, you can tell. All right, there she is. Oh, don't have to worry about body pins coming loose. Man, these things are in there. That's good, I suppose. All right, all right. Two-piece body, which is pretty cool. Take it apart if need be, if you want to do just like the front cab or put a cage on the back. LED lights already hooked up. I believe it has buckets for, yep, in the bumper. I don't know if you can see that. We'll try to get a close up in a minute. There's buckets for spare LEDs for the bumper. Nothing in the back, but you could make your own holes, I guess, for those. And there she is. Let me stop this, grab the camera, and we'll get some close-ups. Alright guys, got it all out of the box. As you can see, the inside of the box turns into a cool little scale garage. If you didn't know that, be careful when you open the box. You'll probably see these things all over Facebook right now because everyone's getting their new trucks and posting them. But it's pretty cool. It's a neat little way to store your truck, show it off. I'm just going to do a quick overview of this. If you want like a full in-depth review, there's a couple guys online that have really great videos on this, like RC Driver Online or Scale Builders Guild have really full in-depth reviews. I'm just going to go over like a few quick little things. First of all, the body is really nice. You got molded wipers, rear view mirrors that go in and out in case you roll over, you're not going to break them off. It's got a molded front grille. The back is just kind of the back. Wow, I'm all over the place with this thing, but it's a nice looking body. One thing I don't like about Associated cars is their Lexan is really thin. Like this is like paper thin. I had the same problem with my Reflex. The body, just from taking it on and off with the Velcro after a while, actually cracked on me. But I had two Toyota pickup trucks, and I'm gonna get a Proline SR5 for this, or a Hilux. The nice thing about this truck is it's a standard 12.3 inch wheelbase, so pretty much any of those bodies, you have a ton of options for it. It's basically a standard wheelbase, and anything that'll fit an Axial SC10 will pretty much fit on this vehicle, it seems. You also get, let me grab my little bag here. You also get the tall body mounts. I don't know if you can see that real well. If you get any of the SUV style bodies, you know, to really raise it up in the back and get the high backs on there. And as I mentioned before, the body is two pieces. You can take it apart, so if you just want to keep the cab on and put a cage back, or even just keep the bed and put a different front on, because some bodies come that way for crawling apparently. I'm new to all this stuff, so I'm learning as much as you are. The manual is pretty sick. It's very easy to follow. It's got nice big images, pictures you can follow if you're blind as a bat like I am. There is a kit version of this as well. I got the the RTR, because I am blind as a bat and building kits is hard for me. So if that's your thing, this looks really easy to put together if you go that route. So kudos to them on that. You get a nice big sticker sheet with all kinds of stuff on here. It's got some popular YouTubers on here too, which is kind of nice. You got the Scale Builders Guild. That's one of the guys I mentioned. They do an awesome review of this truck, so check them out. And it's kind of cool. You got little license plates and letters, so you can customize your own license plate. So let's see, where's my little, I got my little cheat sheet here. So, I mean, as far as features go, you got this guy right here. You got a 16-turn motor. It's a 5-slot brushed motor. From what I understand, it's got a ton of power. I have a Reedy S Plus in my actual TLR racing buggy, and I've been very happy with it. So I'm pretty satisfied with the Reedy stuff, the Associated motors. So I'm looking forward to running this, and shouldn't have too many problems. It's got this is the Stealth gearbox, which is kind of cool because it comes with overdrive out of the box. If you don't know what that is, it basically spins the front tires faster than the rear tires, and that helps you when you're crawling to get up rocks and pull yourself up big hills, stuff like that. It's got a 5.7% overdrive in the front. It also comes with an optional gear in the bag here. You can put that up to 11.83% if you choose to. And there's also an optional gear that doesn't come with it that will do a 1-to-1 if you don't want the overdrive at all. So it's kind of nice to give you these options right out of the box. As you can see, there's the battery tray there. It's for a shorty pack. Once again, it does come with a standard size battery pack, that battery tray that you can throw in there. So once again, nice to have options out of the box. The tires, I'm not really familiar with like branding and stuff like that. I understand these are licensed tires, but I mean, they feel great. The foams feel nice, and while I'm at it, the suspension on this, like the articulation on this thing is pretty nuts. I mean, I'm lifting that pretty high, and there ain't another tire off the ground. So I'm looking forward to getting this thing on the rocks. All of the gears are metal. Let's flip it over here. You've got 5mm. Let me brain fart on you here. 5mm steel links all on the bottom. These are plastic, but the rods themselves are steel. You got plastic telescoping drive shafts, but they are hardened aluminum in the middle. So, you know, it's going to give you strength where you want. And you don't want full metal drive shafts anyway, from what I understand, because they're going to bend and twist, and they're really expensive to replace. So it's nice to have a plastic one there that if it snaps on you, it's really cheap and easy to replace. As far as the other electronics go, you got an SC400 ESC. I'm not real familiar with this. Once again, the electronics that I have so far haven't let me down, so once again, shouldn't be too much of an issue. Not sure if it's waterproof or not. I'll have to look all that stuff up. Receiver box, it seems to be waterproof. It's pretty well sealed. It's got rubber seals around the end here. But I mean, anyone will tell you, anything like this, water's going to get in. So if you're really going to be like submerging this thing, you really want to get in there and waterproof it somehow. There's tons of videos on YouTube on how to do that if you do a quick Google search. What's nice in the front here, let me see if I can get down low here. My lighting is terrible, sorry. You can see the steering link is actually behind the axle. And that's kind of nice because you're not going to get it hung up. That's a big hang up point apparently for crawlers. So that's a nice little design. It does have nice big pumpkins on it. I love that these things are called pumpkins. Well, I mean, it's a sweet looking little truck. Like I said, this is my first crawler, so I mean, there's people in the comments like, oh, you dummy, you don't know this, you don't know that. Well, screw you, educate me. That's how you learn, not by making fun of people. The only bad thing I've seen people say about this is the bumpers. They really kind of stick out. I mean, the back one seems adjustable. There's some extra holes there, and you can tell on the body there's room to move it in, which I'm probably gonna have to do. But the front, I'm not really sure if you can move that in. You might have to mod it yourself, but I don't know if that's gonna cause issues with the wheels or not. We'll find out. I have noticed a lot of guys in one of the groups I'm in on Facebook, New England RC Junkies, all of the hardcore crawling guys that have this truck, they just took the bumpers right off. So I don't know if they're just running it that way or if they're planning on adding aftermarket ones or whatever, but that's just one of the things I noticed and one of the complaints I have seen in the reviews so far. So overall, I'm pretty pleased with this thing. As I said, here's the radio again. It's an XP130. Like I said, I'm familiar with the XP120, which is a 2-channel. This is a 3-channel. You got your 3rd channel switch right here in the front. You got your trims, your door rates. It's very standard. Like I said, the wheel, it feels good. The trigger feels good. We'll know when we actually get to running it. I like the little brake disc in there. It's kind of a neat effect. But like I said, I have a Reflex 14T, almost same identical radio, and I've had no problems with that whatsoever. It works great, it's comfortable, and I can't complain. So, like I said, this is just kind of, oh, last thing I forgot about is the servo in this guy. Some people might want to know about that. I don't know actual specs on this thing, but apparently it's the highest torque servo that comes in an RTR. I honestly don't know what else to say about this, because like I said, I'm new and I'm just learning. I'm sure you guys in the comments will give me a whole bunch of grief and all that kind of stuff. So that's basically it. I'm gonna sticker this thing up. I'm gonna charge some batteries, and it's pretty late in the day right now, but we'll get this thing going, and I'll get a nice running video. I've got some really nice rocks and trails behind my house, which is one of the reasons I wanted one of these things. People have been telling me I'm crazy for not having one with the terrain I have around my house. So we'll get started. And like I said, I'm just starting out this channel for fun. I'm not monetizing this thing, so I'm not going to bug people to subscribe. Subscribe if you want. If you don't, I really don't give a shit. I'm going to teach myself some DaVinci Resolve, so I'll be able to do some nice editing and stuff in the future. Like I said, this is just kind of a fun thing I'm doing. I got to stop saying when I record things, so it's going to help me with that too, I think. And we'll see how it goes. Right now, this is my Arrma Italian V3. I'm about to do a bearing kit and change some diff oils, stuff on that, so I'll probably record a video on that. Over here, we've got my TLR 4.0 22 two-wheel drive buggy. This is what I race with indoors. It's set up for dirt right now with the stand-up transmission, and I have the parts to swap it over to the lay-down transmission, so I'll be doing that as well pretty soon, probably making a video. Got a new body for it, and I got a new gear diff as well, because the ball diff just, when I run on turf, that thing just eats it right up. So going to a gear diff. I'll have a video on that soon too, I hope, and then we'll get some running videos. This is down here, this is my little Reflex 14T. This little guy is Blast. And as you can see, same radio as the crawler, the XP120. It's basically just the 2-channel. It doesn't have the 3rd channel switch or the options for it on the top here. Alright, so that's all I got for you guys right now. Yes, this video is haphazard and a mess, and I'll get better as time goes on. I just started this, so it'll be a learning experience. Hopefully I'll get better, like I said, get some editing going, and I'm going to pick up a little action cam so I can look like one of those morons with the thing strapped to your forehead while I'm out at the park. Recording my little toy cars. So, talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching.